Neonic Void Productions presents.
Hi, welcome to Voidonica, a tabletop podcast, a D&D podcast. Haven't decided if I want to change that name or not. Anyway, hi.
So unsure.
I'm your DM, Devin, and I'm a bundle full of joy and anxiety. What's good? What's poppin'?
You don't sound like you're a bundle of joy.
I'm a bundle of joy and anxiety. So, who is everyone in the party today? Introduce thyselves.
Okay, fine. I'll go first. Hey, what's up? My name is Tiff. I play Davi. I'm gonna try not to fucking die in real life today. I have the flu.
Dedication. because we all want to play D&D.
Well, I missed yesterday's D&D, and like we had to reschedule, so it makes me really sad because I was really looking forward to playing Naru.
Oh no, so was I.
And I was just like, I can't move. Like, I can't move from my bed.
All right, who else?
Okay, well, my name is Jacob, and I play Freed. And, I've just been nursing a headache all day, so that's fun.
All right, I'll go next. My name is Tyler, and I'll be playing the role of Tama.
And I'm Brad. I'll be playing the role of Caden.
Woo! All right, cool. So, Tiff, to the best of your ability,
Yeah.
the housekeeper spiel.
Oh, okay, cool. If you like this podcast, make sure you follow and rate us on whatever site you listen to your podcast. Share with your friends. New episodes get uploaded every Wednesday. Links are down in the description for other podcasts that are part of the Neonic family. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is at Voidonica. That's at VOIDONICA. We have fun there. Mints are on the pillow.
And we're also, of course, have a YouTube. So all this will be on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, hi.
Hi.
You don't understand the trials and tribulations and the anxiety that went into making this. Hi. I hope you enjoy it because, my God, current Devin right now and future Devin working on this because we record this a while in advance. I'm not going to disclose how long, but there's a lot that goes into this. Hi.
It's a process.
It's a production, literally. Is okay. Before we begin, is everybody in Roll20?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I only seeing the four of us?
I see you, Tama, Hakub, and me.
You in Roll20, Bradley?
Yeah, I should be. Hold on. It's loading. It's doing things.
Okay, it's loading. Got it. I was like,
I'm like, I should be in here.
Yeah, I see you. I just wanted to make sure that everyone's because I didn't want to start because we're going to be all right, so before we begin, who wants to volunteer to explain what happened last time? You get inspiration points, temporary hit points.
Which one? Inspiration or temporary?
Sorry, you're going to get temporary hit points this time around. So who wants them?
It's been a while, but so basically after we committed an act of ecological terror, we each Wait, was it the last game where we went on? We each had our own little vision quests.
That was the one before.
That was the one before.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so then the last one is when we went to that village and we fucked up some like mind control dudes.
Yes. Well, I mean, okay, you know what? I'm being nice because it's been what a week in between. Everybody gets 5 temporary hit points.
Yay!
Because we forgot the assignment.
5.
Yes, 5.
The hit points we had last time are gone, right?
Yes.
Could be.
Cool. Nice.
So, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. So yes, y'all found, y'all crossed the river after building a bridge, going through the fiascos of that, and then that took y'all a hot minute to figure out a way to get across the bridge without being swept away. So kudos to you there.
Just so that y'all know, that bridge only lasts an hour, so.
I mean, y'all need to go. Y'all cross the bridge. Y'all cross the river, so y'all are fine. You don't need to necessarily go back unless y'all decide to. But keep tallies on that.
2 hours. It lasts 2 hours.
Cool. So it's maybe it's been maybe like 10 minutes, if that, since you crossed the bridge. Maybe 5. Y'all went to the town. Town folk, the village folk, are all infested with these starfish abomination creatures. Y'all plow through the town, killing the townsfolk that are infested with these things, and y'all have made it to the church. And you all, as you all have entered the church, bust open the door, you see a group of people sitting as they're listening to somebody in a yellow robe, giving what kind of sounds to be a congregation of some sort, a sermon, if you will. And but yeah, all you see is the back of this figure, and it's like a bright yellow, almost kind of gold robe, and the hood is up as people are listening as he's speaking. Does anybody know Celestial?
No.
That's a good question.
Let me find out.
Well, I was going to give y'all a surprise round.
Okay.
Because he hasn't turned around.
Well,
no one's looking at y'all. I was acknowledging y'all there. So, again, y'all got 5 temporary hit points. If you haven't done so already, please do so.
I've done so.
Okay, so y'all will get one round to do whatever.
So they haven't noticed us yet, but we can still do like attacking.
You could if you wanted.
So this is considered a surprise round.
Yes.
So you still want us to do initiative?
Do we even know what this guy has done? Like, are we aware that this congregate is the reason why the weird things are happening?
Do we even have that information? Do our characters have that information, or were we just sent like a vision of what was happening, and as players we're just surmising that this guy is behind it, but our characters don't exactly know that.
Okay, so no initiative or anything yet. Y'all just walked into a congregation of a sermon going.
Okay.
What do y'all do?
Do I have an idea of what this dude is?
He hasn't turned around yet, so you have no clue as of yet.
So, you said there was a whole crowd of people, and they're just watching.
There's about 8 people in there listening to him speak in Celestial. So does anyone know Celestial?
No.
No?
No. Hold on. Freed has this thing. Hold on, let me see. Freed has a cool thing. He has a thing.
Oh, a thing of a thing?
A thing of a thing. A thingy sort of thing. Not the thing that you're thinking of, but it's a cool thing.
Thinny.
No. I swear to God, he had like, so Lupin Magic. Comprehend languages. I have it.
Yeah. There you go.
So, yes, I do have comprehend languages.
You have comprehend languages? How the hell do you have comprehend languages?
Lupin Magic.
Oh shit.
What the hell?
Oh.
Do you have to expend a spell slot for any of these?
Cantrip is a breath weapon. When you reach the 3rd level, you can cast once with this trait. Your
So,
intelligence is your spell casting ability for these spells.
Mm-hmm.
What is your intelligence?
Whoa.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Yeah, but
Devin, are you like flipping through my?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because I can see it from my end. Like
I know.
I'm just
I
like,
know.
I'm like, wait, what's going on?
He reaches into your spell book and you're looking through your own shit, and he's like, "No, let me turn the page for you."
I've done that with players and not even tell them. So it looks like Bradley, to answer your question, with this trait, he can just cast it once. That's what it seems like. It doesn't say like once per long rest, but I'm assuming the way it's worded, it kind of looks like it's once per long rest. It says he can cast it once with this trait, so I'm assuming he doesn't need a spell slot.
well,
Or
if you're
A.
casting it regardless, you still need a spell slot to use it. It's like essentially it's like added to your spell list without you actually taking it.
What is this Lupin Magic? What is it from a class?
I think it's a race.
Is it your race?
It's got like the
born thing.
Oh, it's a Wolfborn thing.
It's like the elves, how they'll sometimes
Yes.
take some spells, or some tieflings will do it. They still have to cast them using a spell slot because it's out of their list.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like you're only allowed to have 3 spells of this level, but this one doesn't count against that max level. So
Right, and you still have to use it because it's like added to your list without you actually doing the grunt work.
Well, okay, I'm at the homebrew rule that shit right quick because he doesn't have any spell slots. Because you're a barbarian.
Oh, then I guess he just does it.
I think it's a wild magic thing too. Because I'm a wild magic. barbarian.
Until further notice, because I'm gonna look into that deeper. But for this session, I will let you do that once per long rest until told otherwise. Because the way it looks, it says you cast it with the trait, and I mean, since you're a wild mage barbarian, to me it would make sense that you would have a trait to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I will allow it, but I will look into it before next session, and then if anything needs to change, I'll let you know. Otherwise, we'll just keep it the same as what we're doing here.
Yeah, and I could also be wrong.
Cool.
But for now, I will allow you to cast it once with this trait once per long rest.
Cool. So I am gonna go ahead and do that because I
Okay.
want to see what
So you can understand the spoken word of a creature or read otherwise. In the case, you must touch the creature or the writing. The ability to read does not necessarily impact. So you need to touch him.
Ooh.
No, that's only if I'm reading him.
It says you
You
must
must touch the creature or the writing. So you need to walk up to him and touch him,
Oh,
or touch like his robe or his body or something. If you want to do that, you can roll a stealth check if you like. Stealth check, and then a stealth check to get up there, and then a sleight of hand once you get there.
You know what? I'm gonna do it.
you could.
Okay.
You could touch one of the civilians that's in the congregation, not the direct guy himself.
Well, how do you know that the other 8 can understand him? How you know for sure that they speak Celestial? They're just sitting there.
You said they're listening.
You could assume that they're listening because they're sitting there looking at him as you speak. Oh no! Oh, sweetie.
I was gonna say, like, have you ever dozed off in church? Like, maybe they're asleep.
I do not wish to acknowledge the fact that sometime when I was younger, services were a little long.
Mm-hmm.
I do not wish to acknowledge that.
Okay. I mean, services can be very long.
Bro, it's okay. Just say that you fell asleep during church. Every child has done it. Every child has fallen asleep during church.
If they don't have little cars or Cheerios to play with, you just doze off.
See here, sir.
I feel like by your parents saying like, "Pay attention to the Lord," and then you're like,
"See here, sir. I feel like I'm getting called out here, and I don't appreciate it."
I was calling myself out, but
I'm calling myself out too. Fuck.
There should be no reason why you are calling yourself and me out. We should be calling other people out for it.
Anyway, so Freed, you rolled a 7, correct?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, so you're just you take a couple steps and then you get up to the actually, you know what? Even better. You get a little too excited. You're like, I got this. You kind of just rush up there, but you don't pay attention and you end up bumping into one of the pews and you kind of push it and it makes a creak sound.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
And at the end of this pew, so you're going to be about right here. The first pew on the right, when you bump into it, there's a knight standing there, and the knight just slowly turn its head, and you just hear the armor kind of moving. The sounds of the armor as it slowly just turns its head to you. And he's wearing his helmet, so you don't see you don't see his face.
Oh no!
No! He just looks at you. And then slowly, just as he kind of his head kind of jerks, as he slowly kind of just moves his head back, facing forward.
Huh. Okay then.
Oi.
I'm just gonna keep going.
What the fuck are you doing, mate?
Yeah, you just hear David. What the fuck are you doing? And I assume Davy is behind one of the pillars.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of pillars behind the pews towards the door, and you see the little halfling behind one of the pillars, and you just hear, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I thought Davy was a gnome.
Gnome, not halfling. Sorry, gnome.
Gnome.
Sorry, gnome.
Davy's a gnome, you idiot.
I use a lot of halflings. I barely use gnomes. I'm sorry.
That's fucking racist, mate.
You don't know Scanlan.
We don't have any gnome NPCs yet. Anyway, so you're just walking up to the robed figure. As you're kind of walking up, everyone just doesn't turn their head towards you. They're just looking forward. Or you're just walking straight for him.
I'm just gonna touch the edge of his robe. I'm not gonna just me. I'm just kind of just slowly reaching out. I could see where his robe touches the floor, and I'm just
yeah, because his robe, he's about as tall as you.
Famous last
in height.
words.
and the robe kind of drapes over the stairs because there's like 4 steps leading up to him, and the his robe kind of flows down the stairs. So you're going to try to touch the corner of the robe.
What?
So,
Hello?
I guess someone's sandwiches are ready.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
So you're going to touch. So you're going to touch the robe.
Just very lightly with the tip of my finger.
Okay.
Just a tip?
Just a tip.
Mm-hmm.
During this journey up there, did you bother to look at any of the people that are not like have their heads covered or anything?
I glanced at them, but I was
You're too preoccupied of getting to the robe figure.
I didn't want to take my eyes off of him. I'm just
Okay,
like,
fair. Davey, can you roll me a perception check?
No.
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 No,
I don't see anything.
I do not wish to be involved with your questionable choices.
Davey, I would say with that score of 10, you would see as he's passing the people in the pews, their bodies kind of just start slowly shaking. Shaking almost like like their bodies are like quivering, like a full body shake. And you hear the sound of the pews kind of like shaking because they're shaking. These 8 people are shaking so bad.
Uh-huh.
And Freed, as you touch the golden robe, touch it, and then of course the spell happens, and you can understand what he is saying in Celestial. He's talking about eternal life and how he wants to give everybody eternal life and how everybody should have it and live forever, and he just repeats that over and over and over and over again. Are you looking up at him? Are you still looking at like the bottom of his robe? What's happening?
So like, I'm just kind of like, so when I touch his robe, and I start comprehending when I can start understanding what he's saying, I just like look up at him, like I look up to him because I'm kind of crouched down by the stairs to touch his robe.
Oh no.
As you look up at him, his head is turned facing you. And you see what looks to be a human face, a human man. And he turns around. It kind of almost like he glides. It's very weird. It's not like, because when a person turns around, you can kind of see like, oh, they take a step and they turn around. Nah, this guy kind of glides and turns around, looking down at you as he raises out his arms, and the sleeves go past his hands, and he's like, "Child, would you like eternal life?" And he's looking right at you. And he has about medium length brown hair, a thick beard. If you'd like to roll a history check, you're more than happy to do so. To see if you know who this is. You don't know who this is. With that 8, you don't know who this is. You're like, who is this? But yeah, he's looking down at you. He has his arms out to you. He's like, would you like eternal life, child?
You know, my captain tells me not to accept eternal life from strangers, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna slowly back up here.
Roll me as you start trying to back up. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, my guy.
Oof.
Oh,
Wow, this is not my day.
lovely. Okay, all right. You were close, but close doesn't get you the cigar. So with that 13, ladies and gentlemen, he rolled the 13. The number will be on the screen. I wish I could draw like the ladies from what is it? Wheel of Fortune. He's like, he rolled a 13. Aww. I wish. That'd be so lit. Anyway, so with that 13, as you try to back away, you're like, yeah, I don't wanna. You back up into something big. Do you
Bigger than me?
It's thick. Do you look behind you?
It's big.
Yeah, I
It's
just like
thick.
I just like
Ooh.
turn around. Like,
I wasn't
slowly,
gonna
like,
say it.
And you see what looks to be a very large tentacle coming out of the ground. And everyone watching as this happens, you see there's the floor is very old, of course, right? So there's like a few spots are like little holes of like between the wood, or there's space between the wood, and you guys see what looks to be a tentacle coming out of the floor.
Did it crash through the floor, or was it more just like transported via shadow through the floor?
It came out of the floor, like it almost like an ooze.
Oh,
So it kind of was almost like liquidy, and then when it came completely out, it formed into the tentacle that he backed into. That's solid. It became solid.
No.
So with that 13, that tentacle wraps around you, Freed.
Oh, never mind.
What were you saying, Davey?
I was gonna say, where exactly is it at? Is it like right here?
From where he's actually moving up one, it's right behind him. The next block behind him.
Is there any way for me to just, since I can I see this coming out behind him and he doesn't notice it yet?
Yes.
Okay, is there any way for me to have signaled to him to be like, hey, there's something behind you.
Oh,
We kind of have to fight this thing.
ooh, I'm not stealthy at all.
Ooh.
Like la 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 la
La la la la la la la la la la la. Oh shit! La la la. Your foot goes into the rug. Oh shit! Fuck!
You take one step out from behind the pillar and you trip.
Over thin air, over your own feet.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
she was over here and she just goes la la. Ah shit.
Thanks, Julia.
I just draw my weapons and I just start running towards.
Well, because what I was gonna do is while all that's happening, while he's talking to the dude and everything like that, I was gonna I'm gonna be sneaky and walk around and sneaky and then grab Freed and be like, okay, nice day, bye.
You have a wonderful day. Thank you for inviting us to your lovely village. Bye.
Yeah, but with that 6,
Yeah.
you fall like halfway through. You fall on your face.
This,
You're like, oh shit! When you get up, when you pick yourself up off the floor, embarrassed,
yeah.
Everybody that's in the pews are looking straight at you instead of looking forward.
I just kind of wave.
I'm
no.
still running towards Freed.
Lovely service you're having here.
Okay, so as you're running towards Freed, roll me a dexterity saving throw. Bradley.
Yeah. Let's see if my stuff wants to connect today.
Well, let's see. Let's hope.
Hey, it does.
With that 5. Y'all are just rolling top tier rolls today.
I hate this system. I hate this computer. I hate virtual.
Like your dice would roll any better.
I mean, so
I hate this system.
So as you're running towards a freed, another tentacle comes out the ground and grabs a hold of you as well.
Ah! Free!
But it's not.
No!
But it just has a hold of you. It's not
Grappling me, or
it's grappling you, but it's not necessarily. It's not harming you or anything.
Wait, I'm grappled, but I can't.
Well, it wrapped around. It wrapped around you.
My foot, but not my whole body.
Either way, it's not doing anything to you. It's just wrapped around you.
It's like cradling his ankle, just like hold up there.
I do not consent. I do not consent. That tentacle better stay on the ground.
And Davey, as you're looking at the people sitting in the pews, the ones that don't have their faces covered due to a helmet or robes, their eyes and mouth have these tendrils coming out of them.
Oh.
And the one closest to you is a half orc, about 6.5 feet tall. He doesn't have a tentacle coming out of his mouth. And he's mouthing something to you, like he's trying to say something.
Okay.
If you like to, do you? How would I see? What would somebody roll for reading lips?
Perception.
Charisma.
I feel like that might be a thing. I think it would have to be more like I think it might be a wisdom thing.
Or perception.
Don't make me roll wisdom.
It could be a perception thing.
I have a passive of 12. Perception.
What does that mean?
You're gonna have to roll perception.
Oh, damn.
I hate this fucking DM.
Why? What did I do?
Everything.
So he's mouthing something, but you can't decipher what it is.
What?
God, I'm literally trying to give you all the information you need, but y'all's rolls, babies.
Let me fight this thing.
What was that? I
don't read lips.
God damn it. What is everyone else doing?
I'm still.
Okay, Tama, what are you doing?
He's saying something like olive juice, but you think otherwise.
I'm still flabbergasted at everyone just strolling right in. So I guess I'm gonna have to start stabbing tentacles.
You're going to start stabbing tentacles?
Please do. Please.
And Scarlet looks over to you and she's like, should we attack? should we go off and she's kind of ushering like, what are you going to do? Because she's going to kind of gauge on what you do.
Do we do.
Okay, just everybody calm the hell down. Yes, we attack. Go for the tentacles. Let's not hurt anyone in the congregation yet. Let's focus on Mr. Yellow at the front.
Mr.
Yellow. All right, so what are you going to go for first?
I will attack.
Are you going to...
The tentacle that's near Davy?
Davy doesn't have a tentacle near her.
Oh, she just fell over.
Yeah, she just fell and everyone's looking at her, except for the robed one. But yeah, again, the people in the congregation have not set up.
Yeah, I'm the one with the tentacle around me.
Yes.
I'm still making sure I do not consent for it to travel up any further.
Okay, so I can move to right next to
Yes.
Caden.
Yes, you can.
So I'm going to tell Scarlet to focus on the right. I'll mainly be focusing on the left. So I'm going to go about here, even though that technically puts me on the right, but whatever.
And she is going to not stealthily, she's going to start walking around the pillars, heading up to the corner not too, about good 5 feet away from the pew where the knight's on. And
I'm not doing this stealthily. I'm just walking down the aisle.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to see me can see me.
All right, yeah. There's some of the people on the pew they were looking at Davy, and then their head continues to turn. Like their bodies are facing forward, but their heads are facing now back. And some of them are looking at you, Tama. But you hear that cracking of the necks.
Ooh, they're impromptu owls.
You you see tendrils coming out the eyes and some of the mouths of these people.
Okay, so what do I need to roll to free Caden from the tentacles?
You can roll what are you going to use to attack? Your sword? Knife?
Yeah, I was going to try a dagger.
A dagger?
Technically it's thrown, but yeah, I can still just cut it with a dagger.
All right, roll me attack roll. Ooh, a 13. 13 does hit. So we'll just say that you walk over to Caden, crack out your knife, you stab the tentacle, and when you stab the tentacle, it hits it. It goes straight through it. Like it's physically there, and you hear a loud pitch, almost kind of like squeal coming from it, as it lets go of Caden and goes back into under the floor, leaving the knife in a puddle of this black goo.
Gross.
Freed. So, Caden, you are now free.
Yay.
Freed.
Free is still captured.
Yes. Freed has a big one that's wrapped around him, and he's kind of floating in the air. And the tentacle lowers you to eye level of the robed one, the golden robed one. And he steps forward, but you hear like almost like something slithering.
Oh.
As he's traveling down the stairs. Anyone that's looking at him, roll me a perception check with advantage.
I'm kind of more looking at Freed than I am this
Fair.
figure.
Okay,
Bless
well,
you.
that's
Bless
happening.
me.
I got back. Bless you.
Bless you.
I got
who's
back up
rolling,
and I started
perception
walking.
check?
Well, hold up. Okay. Talk one at a time. Davey, what are you doing?
Okay, so, like, I'm not on the floor anymore.
Yes.
I decided to get up,
Okay.
and I decide to continue walking over this way.
All right. Are you looking towards the direction of Freed? Or you concentrate more on the people in the pews?
I was concentrating on the orc because he was trying to tell me something.
The orc? Okay.
Yeah.
The orc is still looking at you. Again, his head's literally facing straight back.
Right.
And it's just following you as he's still mouthing something. To you, it sounds like olive juice. I like that. Olive juice.
Olive.
It looks like he's saying olive juice.
No.
Fucking olive juice.
You're like, olive juice?
Olive juice, you too.
Olive juice.
So, Freed, if you like to do a perception check with advantage, be my guest. Because you're right there. If you're looking down.
Olive juice? What the fuck you mean olive juice?
Jacob?
Yeah.
Hello?
Roll perception.
Oh, sorry. Scott.
Jesus Christ. Y'all see not... My God.
It's the damn It's the damn system. They're terrible.
Y'all see nothing. Y'all, Freed, you're right there, and you just looking right at him.
Is he like? Is the tentacle just wrapped around me? Is it like?
You're lift up in the air, and it lowered him.
Here's what I found.
What the fuck? It lowered him. It lowered you to him in eye level. And he raises up his hands to touch your face, the fur on your face.
Yeah.
And as he goes for it, the robe, the sleeves roll back, and you just see tentacles, black, thick tentacles, and they slowly kind of caress your face, almost like a hand. They're kind of acting as a hand, like they're they kind of wrapped around each other, forming like a hand and fingers. And it's caressing you, and it has both hands around your face. It's like, do you want eternal life, child? And celestial, still.
Like as he's touching me with the tentacle hands, like Freed is cringing back, like, I do not consent to this.
You can roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you can get out of or a strength check. Sorry, strength check to see if you can get out of the hold of the tentacle. Yes, you do. You're like, I don't consent. And you pull the tentacle, like space between you and the tentacle, and you kind of fall. You land on the ground underneath it, so it has let you go. Would you like to do anything else before we roll initiative?
Like, I'm like 5 feet away from him, right?
Yeah, you're like right there. He's like right there, literally in front of you. Because he came off the stairs.
Like, so I am going to I'm just gonna like use my claws and just slash it, just scratch it, just slash at him with my claws.
With that 10, you miss. But you get part of it. So when you bring out your claws and you slash at him, you slash not him, but you slash a portion of the cloak, and it leaves it takes a chunk of the cloak with it. So you could see underneath the cloak, it's all just tentacles. Tentacles as far as the eye could see. These large tentacles are wrapped together, forming a body, or what looks to be a formation of a male human body, but they're all just tentacles, and they're constantly just like moving and rotating. All right. So that rolling initiative.
Yay.
Oh, shit.
Remember to click on your character.
I always forget. I'm sorry.
Oh, these rolls.
Jesus Christ.
These unbuttered rolls.
Oh, no, not unbuttered.
I was gonna say these unsalted, underspiced rolls.
These
No, get away from me.
rolls.
Go away. I do not consent.
All right. So the cloaked one and the pew goers, the citizens, all have a roll as well. So going up first, I'm going to descending, not ascending. My God, a 3? Whoever got Bradley. That 3, that's so sad.
I got a 9.
Then why did it give it 2? Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm looking for the 3. I don't see a 3.
I see a 3.
Devin, are you blind?
No, I am not blind. Some of y'all have multiple.
I rolled
Okay,
a
so, all right, Davey, what'd you roll? Okay, Davey rolled a 21. Tama, what did you roll?
Mine was was a 14.
Okay, someone take off that. I need to roll for Scarlet. While I'm here, where are you? Scarlet. 24. Oh god, okay. Alright, so 14. Freed, what did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
Okay. You rolled a 9?
Yes, I did.
Shelly, you
Alright.
busting open my door like you pay rent.
All right. So first up on the block is Scarlet with a 24 for initiative.
Woo!
So Scarlet is going to start blasting like a boss. She is going to do. What am I going to have her do? She's going to do Moonbeam. No. Not doing that. Fireball. She's going to do Fireball at the knight, at the on the pew in the very back to the right side that's closest to her. 20. Oh shit. 26 does hit. And takes 19 points of fire damage. So as she fires the firebolt at the knight engulfs in flames, and it doesn't react. And it just burns until the armor melts and the body burns as these tendrils kind of just melt out of every orifice of this human, and the person just sits there and just burning. So you got the knight is out of commission, or one of the guys is out.
Great.
And Scarlet's like, weren't they not? She's kind of confused on why it's just sitting there. Next up is Davy. If Davy's there.
I'm here.
All right, you're up. What you doing?
Okay. I don't know what this orc is saying yet.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's olive juice.
It's like, what? Olive juice?
If you want, you can roll another perception check.
I'm closer to him.
If you get real close to him, go right up to him, I'll give you advantage. If you move about 5 feet, they'll be right up next to him.
Like right here.
Yes.
I feel like this is a trap.
Well, I mean, you just saw the knight get set on fire, and he did nothing in retaliation. And this orc is still oh, so you're gonna walk up to him? Okay, so you roll with advantage at 19.
Okay, hold on, because I accidentally clicked persuasion for the first one.
Oh, persuasion.
So
19. So for that perception of 19, you see, you walk up closer to him, and you literally jump onto the back of the queue, and you're basically right in the orc's face, and you're sitting there and you're looking at him, looking at his lips, and you're reading his lips, and he's saying, in common, "Kill us, please," over and over again. Kill us, please. And he's just mouthing that. Is that going to be your turn?
Well, am I allowed to do an action, or was that my action?
Rolling the perception was your action. If you like a bonus action, you can let everyone know what it was saying as a bonus action.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let them know. I jump back.
Okay. You're like, ah! You jump back on the ground about 10 feet away.
Yeah, and I go, this chap, he's saying to kill them.
Kill us, please.
Yeah, kill
Referring
them.
to him and the other people in the pews.
Yeah. And that's going to end my turn. What the
All right. Everyone heard Davy say what the orc was saying, that asking her, or just mouthing, kill us, please. Tama, you're up. What you doing?
I'm a little shocked at the revelation of, oh no, they want to die. But I'm still going to move about right here.
Okay, so you're moving up to about even to the between the second and third pew.
Yep, that's as far as I can go.
All right, you gonna do anything once you move up there?
I'm not entirely sure I can.
Well,
unless
less of 3 creatures of your choice within range. Make an attack roll by saving and throw before the spell ends. You can add D4. Okay. So you and 3 other creatures, I take it your party?
whoever is within range.
Range of 30 feet.
So Freed. And Hayden and even
So-
Davy.
Davey, what about Scarlet?
I don't think she's close enough. Oh my god, she
Oh,
is.
yeah, Scarlet. So everybody's blessed. Got it.
I can only do up to 3 people though.
Oh, 3 people? Okay, so who you blessing?
I'm sure Davy's fine. Let's just get these 3 on the right.
Okay, so Freed, Caden, and Scarlet?
Yes.
Okay, cool. They're all blessed. Lit.
I see how it is.
I'm just trying to get on Scarlet's good side. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Fair. Okay, all right. You doing anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Now, okay, let me look at something real quick, because I want somebody to figure out who this is, because y'all's roles really are just atrocious today. So, as
Don't blame us.
Oh, no, Roll20 and D&D Beyond do not like y'all today. Okay. Tama, as a bonus action from DM to player, because you would know this probably more than anyone else here, you can roll perception or history, either one with advantage, to see who, if you know who this person is that's in the golden robe, or what they are, what they look like. Okay, so you rolled a history with advantage, so that's 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. As you look at him, you do see, you obviously see the tentacles and tendrils underneath the robe that Freed cut open. But his face looks to be a human, middle age, probably late 30s, early 40s, medium length brown hair, very scruffy, very thick brown beard, bright green eyes. And as you're looking at him, it dawns on you that this is Harold, the cleric of life from the adventuring group of legend.
Oh, shit.
It dawns on you, holy shit, this is Harold. Or it looks like Harold.
So I suppose my bonus action would be to exclaim, Harold?
Yeah, you say Harold,
Surprised.
and when you say that name, because he's looking at Freed, and his eyes glance over to you. Does that end your turn?
Is that all he does?
Yeah, that's all he's doing.
Side eye.
No, he's kind of just like his eyes just kind of move. He doesn't even move his face. His eyes just move from Free to you.
Okay. So now that ends my turn because I can't do anything else.
Okay. So next up is Harold, or what seems to be Harold. He's looking at you, but the way his eyes are looking at you is almost like, oh God, how can I explain it? A dead stare. Like there's no life behind the eyes. Like the lights are on, but no one's home.
They're glazed over.
They're not really glazed over. They're bright. They're a nice, bright fluorescent green. But he's just he's not blinking at all. It's just straight faced. Just dead eyes looking at you. And he says, and he says in common, I haven't been called that in ages. And then he kind of looks down at his hands as the sleeves slide down. You see the tentacles that are trying to form a shape of an arm and a hand. And he kind of just stops as the tentacles are moving. Constant motion, looks very creepy and just gross. And he looks up to you, Tama. Would you like eternal life, fellow follower of life? Or sorry, fellow follower of winter.
I think that would fly into the face of another god I'm following, if you catch my drift.
And he kind of has a soft smile. She has no control over this. Do you want, and he goes back to saying it again, do you want eternal life, child? As he moves past Freed, kind of slithers past Freed, as his body kind of, what do they call it? So since his body is majority made of tentacles, he kind of moves very non-human-like, very unhuman-like. And his body kind of just contorts and just glides past Freed, goes right up to you, Tama. As part of him is leaning over the pew and looking at you at your level as there's tentacles hanging over the pews of both the one behind him and in front of him. And he's like, I could give you eternal life if you desire, child.
Lean in real close, like Dr. Evil, and go, how about no?
And he just stares at you with almost like a sadness on his face. He just has like a weird, like, just sadness. Because all he wants to do is just give eternal life. As he looks at you, eye to eye, roll me a. What would this be? Would be wisdom or charisma? Roll me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. All right. So you rolled a 10.
Let me just see if this would apply.
And choose 2 skills, one of your skill proficiencies, and yours proficiency with skills.
That might not actually work. I think it only applies to like stuff that isn't a saving throw.
Okay. So we're gonna do. Oh god, I get to do this. Oh, actually, disregard that. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20. High or low, Tama?
Low. That's not low.
That's not
Okay.
low.
Okay. All right. So, as you look in his eyes, you freeze up and everything fades into darkness. And you're just stiff as a board.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's not good.
That's not good at all.
That's not good at all.
And so you, from everyone looking at you, you kind of just tense up like a statue. Your body doesn't like change. You don't turn to an actual statue, but your body kind of tenses up, and you can hear his muscles and his bones kind of tense up, and you just frozen still,
No.
looking at Harold. And you're in complete darkness, Tama. And you'll find out what happens when it gets back to your turn.
Yay.
Next up, Freed. What are you doing?
Alrighty, so Harold here has Nama in his grip, right?
Well, he does. Harold doesn't have Tama in like his hands and his own tentacles around him, but they're staring at each other eye to eye, and Tama's frozen. He stiffens up.
Yeah, I'm like Neville Longbottom when in the first movie he's trying to, fight the main three, and then
It's like somebody
"Oh,
look
time
at the
for this."
Yeah, it's like somebody look at the basilisk. It kind of just tenses up.
He's
I
petrified,
get all
yeah.
stiff, but I don't fall over.
I mean, it looks like petrification, but you're not sure if it actually is petrification. But that's a good example of what he looks like. Kind of. All right. So what you doing?
Is he petrified?
What you say? Alright, and let me see what I can do. So I'm just gonna take a whack at him with my anchor.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll.
Alrighty.
A 15 misses.
Hold up. Sorry. So with my anchor, do I add anything?
You still have bless, which means you could like add a d4.
Do you not have your anchor in your?
I do. I'm sorry. I should have rolled with my anchor.
Yeah, you can click on it.
Sorry.
22. 22 does hit. So click on the word anchor,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll roll the damage for you as well.
Okay.
7.
7 bludgeon.
So as you take your anchor, you swing it at him, and it hits him, and he kind of, as you kind of hit him, and his body kind of flies back over the pew, and yeah, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as its tentacles kind of bring him right back up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that gonna be your turn?
Let me see. Okay. I gotta. That'll be it. But I also gotta remember something for the next step. I just realized I have this thing called Pack Tactics, so it gives me advantage on rolls whenever an ally is within 5 feet of the creature I'm attacking.
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot about that, but yeah.
I mean, it still would have been 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm good.
Next up is the people in the pews. So as you hit Harold, the people in the pews, their heads turn from Davy and Caden and Scarlet, and they all crack at once and look directly at you as they all start getting up. Now I'm going to have, let's see, one's going to move 5, 1, 5, 10, 15. One's going to move 15 feet to you, the other 10. And the others are going to start moving towards you.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Except for the ogre. The ogre didn't turn towards Freed when he hit Harold. He's still looking at Davy.
Cool.
Still mouthing, please kill us. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and roll the attack rolls because they're going to roll for a slam attack. This first one's going to go to it's going to be the dwarf with red, the dwarven man with red hair next to Freed, in front of you, Freed. Does a 16 hit? Jacob?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
All right. And then the one next to you, the elfin woman, is also going to attack you. Does a 7 hit? I'm assuming not.
It does not.
All right. So we're just going to do rolls with hits. And that's the only ones that are going to attack. The one that's by Tama is concentrate on Freed. So they're ignoring Tama, and then of course the ogre is to with Davy. So that would be, so one got you, so it'll be a 1d6 plus 6 points of bludgeoning damage. So the dwarven man lifts up his arm as this tendril bursts out of the palm of his hand, ripping his arm apart, and slams on you like your anchor did. It's like slaps you, and you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that will be the end of their turn. Caden?
Okay. Am I still? Is there a
You're free.
Still? Okay, got it. Okay. Let's do the shot. Right. Let's see. Can I? No, that's not what I want to do yet. Blood hunters. Why are they gonna be so difficult? Oh, excuse me. Okay. I had something in mind and I just brain farted. Oh, yes, okay. Right. Got it. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run up to Mr. Piss Umbrella.
Oh, the Herald?
Sure. I'm gonna run up to Mr. Piss Umbrella, and my speed is just enough to do so. I'm gonna run up to him, just get in his face, like, and bonus action, I'm going to use my Blood Maledict. I'm going to take a d4 of necrotic damage.
Okay.
I take 2 points of necrotic damage. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but necrotic damage, if I have temporary hit points, is still subtracted from my temporary,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
So I take 2 points off your temporary.
Okay, great. Which I did. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. So my Blood Maledict is the... Where was it? Wait. Wait, hold on. Wait. No, sorry. Not Blood Maledict. That's not what I wanted. Not that. I didn't want that. I wanted a Crimson Rite, not Blood Maledict. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's still a D4 necrotic damage, which is fine.
That's fine. It'll just take the 2.
Cool. So it's gonna deal an extra fire damage, which is cool if it hits. So I'm going to attack with my longsword, and that's the bonus action for yeah. So essentially, I'm gonna run up, grab my longsword, and just like slash across. Oh yeah. So I'll take my longsword in both hands. I'll run the longsword across my palm, invoking a blood rite, and I'm going to essentially come up and slash across Mr. Piss Umbrella, using my longsword in 2 hands. So I'm going to be able to do a D10 of damage as opposed to D8.
Okay.
And let's see if it hits. Don't fuck me. Hey, it hits.
18 does hit, yes.
Yay. Okay, so I'm going to do a D10 of D10 regular damage, and then I have a D4 of my right damage.
Okay.
And the verdict says... Seriously? That's really dumb. Okay, I hope you know that. It's 2 points of slashing damage.
Uh-huh.
Yay.
2 points of slashing damage.
Yep. And then I'm going to be doing a D4 of fire damage. 3 points of fire damage. Hell yeah.
Work.
So the blood I slash across my palm ignites the blade into fire, and I just take it with 2 hands and I just slash across his chest, burning his Piss Umbrella.
You actually notice that the slashing damage he hasn't really reacted, but the fire damage, it seems to bother him a little more.
Got it. Hey, I think he doesn't like fire, whether holy or not. Let's see. How long did I invoke this for? It lasts until I finish. Oh, so it just lasts until I finish a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's actually pretty dope. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I have a flaming longsword in hand, just like, let's go. All right, that's my turn.
All right, next up is Scarlet, and Scarlet's like, fire, you say?
Fire!
As she is going to run up the pew line. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. And she's going to get right up to... behind a pew, and she's going to...
She's going to...
Firebolt at
She's running
Harold.
behind a pew to go pew, pew.
Pew, pew. She's like, ha, pew, pew. So she fires a firebolt with a 22, does hit. And she does 13 points of fire damage. Well, it's more than 13 points. Okay. It's doubled. So he catches on fire, and you hear a loud shriek of just loud shriek coming from him. But as he shrieks, it almost sounds like he's crying out for help. You get the vibe. Like, it sounds inhuman, but you get the feeling of somebody, that this is the sound of somebody calling out for help.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. And that is going to be the end of Scarlet's turn. Davey, you're up.
Cool. It's like, well, I don't have fire, but
Next best will do.
But I have this.
But I have this. And I pull out what looks like a little chip of a rock, and I put it in between my fingers or my hands, like I put my hands in a prayer, and the chip is resting in between my thumbs, and I blow in between my thumbs, and it makes a high whistle noise. And I am going to cast Shatter.
All right, cool. Crimson, a Constitution saving throw.
And I'm gonna make it like probably right here. Or is it not letting me? Right here, so it's not hitting my party members.
23
Yeah.
for his con save.
Yeah, so he takes half damage.
All right. So 15 points of damage. We'll divide by 2. That's 7. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad.
So when you do, what was it? Thunderwave? No.
Shatter.
Shatter. As you do Shatter, more of his cloak disintegrates, falls apart, and you see more of these tendrils that are forming his body. But you do actually see skin this time. From like his chest up, it's human skin, but everything below is all these tentacles. It's like the skin kind of forms into these tentacles.
Ew. Yeah, that's all I could do. I'm gonna end my turn.
Alrighty, next up is Tama.
Oh wait. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration.
To who?
Can do that. Hold on. I could give 2. I'm gonna give one to Brad's character,
Caden.
And who else has been getting bad ones? No, I'll just give one to Caden.
Caden? Okay. So Caden, now you have a Bard of Inspiration to use.
D4?
No, D6.
Oh, it's
D6.
D6. That's for any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And you have it for 10 minutes. You can only use it once.
I don't know what you're doing, but thanks!
Joe, welcome.
All right, Tama. So you are unable to move, and you're seeing nothing but darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Darkness.
What do you do? Do you? I mean, in the darkness you're able to move, but outside everyone's looking at you. You're not able to move. So you're just surrounded by darkness. What do you do? Do you move forward? As you're okay, well, let me elaborate, I guess. So as you're in this darkness, you hear a man chanting a prayer. That the prayer sounds very familiar to you. It's a prayer of winter. You hear it coming from in front of you. But all you see is darkness, but you hear it coming from the direction in front of you. What do you do?
If I have night vision, I still can't see anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can walk forward. It's magical
Can
darkness.
I perceive? No, I still don't see anything.
The voice sounds like Harold. It sounds like the voice you heard that was asking if you wanted eternal life.
Okay, I walk towards the noise carefully.
Okay. So as you walk in the darkness, the prayer gets louder and louder. To where you see, when you start walking to a certain point, you see a golden robe. It's glistening in the darkness, almost like stars. It's just pure. It just looks to be pure gold, and it just shines in the darkness. And the man's on his knees praying, asking for forgiveness for what he has done. And he's not acting, he's acting human. He's acting like an actual person. So you just hear him saying a prayer to Winter, asking her to forgive him for what he has done. He does not notice you're there yet. Unless you announce yourself.
Can I walk closer?
Yeah.
Until I get right up on him?
Sure.
And then put my hand on his shoulder?
And you kind of spooked him. He's like, ah. And he slowly just looks up at you. And you see his hands. His hands are human. His body's all human. There's no tentacles in sight. And he looks up at you with surprise. He's like, how'd you find me?
Well, your other self stared deeply into my eyes and made me bored stiff, and then I ended up here in the darkness.
Oh. He's almost kind of taken aback because no one's ever reached him in here. He looks at you, he stands up. He's about normal height. He's about 5'5". Not the monster 7-footer abomination that y'all were looking at. He's like, no one's ever gotten this far. And he kind of stops for a second and he grabs your hand and he has both hands around your hand. Like he's praying.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I need you to kill me in this. I won't fight back. Just end me. As his hand starts glowing, he's like, the creature still has my morals and my devotion to life. As I was a pacifist in life, so is that thing. Kill me and set me free. Please. I don't want to be this monster anymore.
All right, I will. But how'd you get into this mess in the first place?
And he stops. Someone that should not be named did this to me and my friends. We are protecting a seal to keep 2 people away, but she corrupted us. We couldn't die, so we all turned to these monsters. These monstrous shells of what we once were. And he's like, please, kill us. Kill me. End this. And with that, as his hands are glowing, you can roll me a wisdom save with advantage. 17. So his hands are glowing. You blink, and you come back.
Oh,
You feel
kill him
this.
in
You
the
feel.
darkness.
No, you have to kill the monster. That's him. He's trapped in. So you come back, but you feel so you first feel the warmth from his hands around your hand that he has. You feel a warmth as the warmth of this light fills your body, and you are now unpetrified, and you're back standing before this monster that used to be Harold. Do you happen to look at your hand at all?
Shoot, was it the right hand or the left hand?
It was the right hand. I didn't say which one, but it's the right hand that he had a hold of.
Yeah, that's the one that I wear Winter's symbol on, like on the wrist.
Mm-hmm. So as you look at your hand, engraved, almost kind of not burned, I guess burned, engraved into your skin, not burned, but again engraved in your skin, you see the symbol of winter. And it's glowing a nice pretty gold, shimmering. And you are now back. And you get a action. You get your full turn.
Cool.
So what are you going? So yep. So what are you gonna do? Everyone around him, you see him moving again, like he's perfectly fine.
Number one, I'm going to say, focus down on Harold.
You're telling this to everybody?
Yes, everybody. I'm like, we got to take down Harold.
Do you specify anything else?
He's the guy in yellow. In case they didn't know.
Kind of figured that.
Yes, but you gotta specify anything else that he told you. He told you some other stuff.
I weirdly forgot. Okay, it's all his fault. He didn't mean to do this.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm looking for one thing. He mentioned something about himself in life. That this monster of himself still follows.
Okay, he's a pacifist and he won't fight.
There you
back.
go. That's what I was looking for. Yes, he's a pacifist.
I feel like I'm in like remedial English or something, where it's like, and what did he say?
What did he say?
4? And I'm like, and it's like, there you go.
So he's a pacifist. So Tom mentions that he's a pacifist, that he will not fight back when you attack him. And you're going to do...
Well, I was going to do Divine Smite, but I don't know if that's going to hit.
You never know until you try.
I will let you... Okay, so Divine Smite... So you roll Divine Smite by itself? Because I know you're supposed to roll your attack roll with your weapon. I'll go ahead and let you use your whatever weapon you're using, attack roll with that, and then if it passes...
Yeah, it should calculate both.
Oh, calculate all of it?
And what the damage would be.
All right.
Assuming that it hits.
Okay, so a 9. It does not hit. But the mark on your hand glows. Reroll an attack roll.
Oh, it lets me reroll. Balls.
You missed, yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna give you advantage on that. But yeah. So you have the luck feat now. If you don't have it already, add it to your thing.
Well, let me go find my thing and figure out
Your
what
thing.
luck feat is supposed to be.
Lucky, you can re-roll your rolls. What? How many times now? How many times is what Lucky does?
Lucky, you have a certain amount of luck that you can use per long rest. You can re-roll one of your d20s, but you have to, if you do, you have to use the new roll.
Yeah. Cool. So now you are lucky. So now you have that ability to your disposal.
Oh, cool.
You have been blessed with luck from Winter.
Cool.
All right, so with that 11, it misses, so you're not able to do the with the Divine Smite or hit with your weapon. Does that end your turn?
It's pretty much going to have to, and if I attempt to move, I will get hit by somebody. Plus, it's better if I'm closer to someone.
Fair.
I can use my other abilities.
Harold, now it's Harold's turn. Harold is just, he's like Thomas said, he's not fighting back. His tentacles kind of come in to kind of defend himself, but he's not going out of his way to fight anybody. Because, I mean, he hasn't since his whole interaction. Now, the people in the pew and stuff have. But himself have not.
Interesting.
Freed, is your go.
Noise. Okay. I believe Freed has a school thing here. Give me just a second. Alright. So we all need to just focus on Harold, right?
That's what Tama told you. Yes.
That's
what he said.
So I'm gonna take a swing at Harold again.
Mm-hmm. Using your anchor.
God damn it.
Don't you get advantage with pack tactics?
Yeah, if one of my allies are like within 5 feet of it, and I was also gonna.
You have 2 people that are 5 feet within.
Yes.
You have myself and Tama.
Cool. So
17.
17. Yep.
Roll for damage.
Yep. Just like, I don't want your fucking immortality, Harold. Bang.
8 points of dabblage.
Dabblage.
All right. Doing anything else?
Nope. That'll be it.
All right. Next up is the churchgoers. So as all the churchgoers start zeroing in on everybody, Davy, you notice that the Davy and Scarlet, the character, she noticed that there is a dragonborn light that's similar to the orc that's not attacking anybody. There's just the dragonborn's walking towards the other churchgoers, and the orc walks to one of the other churchgoers as well, and they both start attacking each other, the other church folk. So they start ripping everyone to shreds and starts taking them down one by one. 2 of them go down because the half orc and the dragonborn that are that have been changed by this mote of potential.
Mote of potential. So I gave someone a bardic inspiration die.
Me.
Yes.
Me. You
There's
did me.
a mode of potential that orbits the creature. It's going to look like a little musical note. And so whenever the creature uses a bardic of inspiration die, the mote provides an additional effect based on whether the die benefits an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw.
Oh.
So
Interesting.
depending on what he uses, like, this is what happens. So with an ability check, the creature can roll it and choose which roll to use.
Oh, that's cool.
With an attack roll, it adds immediately after the creature rolls the Bardic Inspiration to add it to an attack roll against the target. The moat thunderously shatters the target, and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet must succeed a con save against your spell save or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die.
Wow.
Or saving throw. Immediately after they roll the inspiration and adds it to the saving throw, the moat vanishes with the sound of soft music, causing the creature to gain temporary hit points.
Okay, that's kind of dope.
Yeah. Bard of Creation.
Work. Keep note of that.
Got it.
So the half-orc and the dragonborn take out 2 of the churchgoers, while the last 2 see this going and they start making their way over to the dragonborn, away from from everyone else.
Making their way
downtown. So that will be the end of their turn, because now 2 of the churchgoers are teaming up with y'all. They somehow kept some of their humanity. Next up, Caden.
Okay. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I'm just gonna go for it. Can I do anything as a bonus action other than my thing? Yeah. So,
What the hell?
my armor class. Yeah. Okay, cool. Wait, let me check my inventory real quick. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, free action. Can I take out my dagger from my holster?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Because of how. Yeah. So the weapon. Oh, also the weapon, the longsword, is considered magical because of the Crimson Rite. Just wanted to make.
Yes.
Okay, great. The dagger itself does not have the well, I could do it again.
Could, if you wanted to.
There's no limitation on it. But the thing is, like, I would be giving up my offhanded attack. That's the thing. So I'm just gonna leave. I'll leave it as is. It's fine. So we will just attack away. And because I'm wielding both weapons, I have a +1 bonus to my AC. So currently my AC is 14, just for future reference.
Okay.
Okay. And gonna drop. Yeah. Okay, cool, great. So we will attack with my long sword in one hand. 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
And
Yes.
I'm not gonna use the Bardic Inspiration for this one.
Okay.
So for 17, this is just gonna be a D8 +1. For one-handed weapon, it's gonna be 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus, from my Crimson Rite, a D4 fire for 2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then for my I will swing with my dagger.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know if this one's gonna hit. That'll hit.
22 does hit.
Okay, great. Oh wait, no, because it's offhanded. I don't have my proficiency. I do have my proficiency. I just don't have my strength modifier, right? I don't remember. No. I still have my proficiency. I don't add my modifier, but it still hit for 21. That's fine.
Yes, it does hit.
So I just won't add the modifier to the damage, which is cool. So this is just gonna be a D4 for 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay.
So as I slash with a forehand grip, I slash with a forehand grip on the sword that's inflamed, and then I cut back with a reverse grip on the dagger, just above the fire slash.
Okay.
And I just kind of hop back into position, just like.
All right. Well, you would hop back in position. I wasn't going to say, how do you want to go about doing this?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Maybe okay. That probably changes things. So, I'm going to reach up where I think its eye is.
I mean, you can see its face. Its human face. Yeah.
I'm going to reach up with my dagger in the reverse grip, and I'm just going to jam it into its right eye.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take the longsword as it's like falling down, and I'm going to just send this searing rod of hot iron through where I think its heart might be, and just like rip it out through its clavicle and its shoulder as I'm still having the dagger in its eye, just getting leverage.
Right as you're doing this, he looks at you.
Oh, wait, sorry. And then a little bit of lupine just comes out, just a little bit of furry, just a little bit of eyes, just a little bit of snarl, just a little bit of feralness just starts coming out just a little bit.
That's fine. As you're doing this, though, he looks at you and has a smile comes onto his face, and he says to you, "Thank you."
That's not creepy at all whatsoever.
As you kill him, you take out when you your blade does pierce his heart, and you just hear as this black blood spews out, or what looks to be blood spews out from behind him. As then from black it turns to red, and his tendrils start forming back into human limbs as he shrinks. And then he falls to his knees, and like a praying, poses his hands out, and you see tears run down his face as he falls back. And
I just kind of, as he falls back, I just hold on to my dagger to where he just like slips off of it as I'm still standing up. And like, oh, that's great. I killed a priest. I know I'm not going to the Celestial Realm after this.
And as you say, so, "Oh, I killed a priest," you hear a voice from behind you say, "And you killed a damn good one at that."
I look behind me.
As you look up and you see...
Just blades ready.
As you see this heavenly figure coming down from the now gaping hole in the ceiling, because he crashes through the ceiling as he lifts out his wings, and you see this figure where, okay, how am I going to describe this angel? All right, so for the players that are in this the Curse of Strahd game, like how his arms are his wings, almost kind of like a harpy, but he doesn't have the harpy's like claws and talons. It's all humanoid, but the feathers come from his arms as he flies down, and this bright, gorgeous, almost ruby red light appears behind him as this halo erupts, and he lands on the
oh god, the fucking red halo too.
Oh god, I love it. As he lands on the priestess pew, or the pew that was the Herald was first starting at. He lands on it as these dark red feathers kind of fall. And as you look at this figure, he's humanoid in nature. Feathers kind of wrap around his neck and his lower body, as everything just looks humanoid. Like you see his feet, his hands, but he just has his angel wings coming from his arms. And when you look at his face, it's about short black hair, and you see his pair of eyes, but underneath it, you see another pair of eyes are half open. So he has multiple pairs of eyes. And he has this huge magical halo kind of enlightening him in a holy manner. And as he lands on the ground, other angelic figures, all white, all come down through the ceiling of the church and land on different pews and statues. As now you are being presenting themselves to you is one of the archangels of the celestial realm.
Great.
And that is where we're ending today's episode.
Yay!
So thank you guys for listening to today's episode. Catch us next time as we find out why is one of the archangels. What's the reason for their appearance? Yay!
And why didn't they show up earlier? Because it seems like they could have done this themselves.
Oh my god! They made us do their work for them.
I mean,
bitches.
Look who's in charge of the celestial realm, my guy. Do you think he's gonna really do the job when someone else can do it for him?
Yes.
So thank you guys for listening. Until next time. Bye.
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 Bye.